too well, and then they just absolutely roll the lanes. So be interested to see what happens. And I'm also interested, like I said, you know, with that core Wind Ranger in the position 1 spot. It feels like Quincy Crew just wants to play so fast here and not let the Terrorblade have any sort of a game. But we'll see. We shall see.
And they've got decent heroes for it. If MSS has a really good game, gets a fast Blink Dagger on Tiny, then his pressure becomes really valuable. Ember Spirit's basically always ready to fight. Quinn typically wins his lanes very well, so he definitely has good capabilities of snowballing a bit. And Wind Ranger also pretty good at pressuring and snowballing, so all of their heroes are all set basically if they have good laning stages to just kind of pressure constantly. Storm Spirit sometimes needs catch-up time. Terrorblade also a little bit of a slow hero. So I don't know if they're going to be able to set the same tempo, but maybe if the lanes go well, it will be fine.
Comes down to that. Also interesting to note, again, we do have the Matthew Disruptor and the position 5 clock. It's going to be Wu playing that, so feels a little bit strange to me. I think I probably would have preferred to see maybe the 5 Disruptor, but Matthew has been playing it very well in the past, so
Yeah.
there's a lot of dots to be placed on Noir here too, which is very unfortunate.
As soon as the Battle Hunger came, I'm like, all right, you lost your lane, dude. Like, it's got a power shot just to break a Battle Hunger.
One.
Dude needs. I mean, he needs like 3 sets of regen to walk out here, because him trying to trade hits against Disruptor, it is simply not going to work.
No, definitely not. As Matthew's just gonna place the Thunderclap back on him. Got the Battle Hungers, everything. Matthew, though, is gonna fall first. So you are eventually. Oh, no, he doesn't. Oh, that was close. Nicely played.
So far, this is going very well for you, The fact that Tree comes in at that moment.
Oh, and the Shackle. This is a dead Frank.
My mouth is just wide open right now. They were so close to like dumpstering this lane, but this pressure from SVG and killing the Disruptor first and having the salve ready, and then now killing Axe as well because they hit level 2 from that kill. Oh my god, like what a swing in this last 30 seconds on the bot lane.
I'm frankly very, very surprised. You know, we watched all those dots. I mean, you did have SVG rotate down, but you are just played that like a champ.
All right, good luck, Thunder Predator. It's over. GG. Maybe, all right, maybe
wow, Perch, come on.
If the other lanes stabilize, it's going to be okay. But it's like they were so close to just dumpstering Wind Ranger in this lane. But perfect gank and good stabilization. This is one of the things that good players do, good teams do. They cover each other's weaknesses well, and they turn around into advantages when it looks good for the enemy team. That's the worst thing about being confident or having like a small laning advantage. You play a little bit too aggressive, and you get punished for it.
Immediately turns back around again. Pretty quiet over in the mid lane there. Very close in terms of CS. Nothing too wild. A little bit of poking back and forth in the top lane.
They're fighting mid under tower.
Oh. Yeah, they are. Boost has out of mana here. This doesn't feel very good. Don't think Quinn goes in for the dive, though.
Yep. I don't really expect to see one of these guys die, but I mean, hypothetically it should be Ember not dying and should be Storm dying perhaps. So maybe not.
Leos now plays very aggressively. Yeah, he's just gonna give a couple hits over to Quinn, uses the Fairy Fire, but
okay. Caster Curve. Perfect timing.
Perfect. Oh, and the tips too. They're trying to bolster some confidence here in Leo style. I like it. Tackle not quite connecting down here. We'll try to slow down Frank a little bit with the Leech Seed. You do a couple nice spins coming out from that Axe.
Gotta be very careful with Nature's Grasp. It can be easy to waste it like that, where you think Axe is going to start retreating, he doesn't, and then boom, your 2 skill points just aren't used at all. You are no more regen on his hero except Magic Stick charges, so he's got to be a bit careful about harassment. He doesn't have a huge amount of mana either, so you can't just power shot every Battle Hunger away either. This is pretty good. Once again,
you're getting chased by SVG, but Frank still just trying to grab UR up here. Not going to be able to do it. He's got the wind run. Matthew's got the power shot. SVG's just not able to get another punch out just yet. So you are sitting low. Oh, they turn it back around again. That's going to be a dead UR. And Matthew to fall too, but That was your core you just lost. You also lose MJZ though in the top lane.
Okay, and also most importantly is that Wind Ranger is away from the creep wave for a long time there. Got pressured a little bit too much, so yeah, losing MJZ not great, but Meta comes out for TB. He should be able to get every lesson deny now against Iron Shells. So a nice little moment for him. Haystring gets popped on Leo style as he avoids dying. Maybe gonna go for a kill here.
Might be able to turn his back around on Quinn, although he's shackled up. That uphill miss chance. He's got the bottle. Leo style needs to be careful. He's gonna take some of those tower shots.
Nicely done.
No bounce off.
Yep. Pops bottle and then immediately goes for the
Oh,
slide.
MSS though! Oh no, a little bit too confident there, and some great placement coming out from the side of MSS. They'll find a kill down here in the bottom lane. They'll take down SVG, and that's a 5-minute runes though.
Storm should not have died there. It was daytime when Tiny passed through the tier 1 and tier 2 tower, so he knew he was there, but I think he just thought that he was going to be able to get out of it. Ends up pushing his luck a little bit to grab the bounty runes, thinking like, if I grab the bounty runes, then I get full heals on both of these. Instead, Tiny gets the kill and double bounty rune. Like, what a good moment for Quincy crew here. You are queuing up his Javelin. Javelin is not the best item anymore. Does about 80 magic damage per proc, so 20 with focus fire on average. If he can get it in time. And it'll basically give him kill potential against Axe as soon as he hits 6. It will be the nice part. So once he gets that, Axe basically can't lane when he's got focus fire ready to go.
I mean, I feel like Frank's not like super upset about that because he does have a hero that's able to go and take stacks. But on the flip side of that, you really don't want to just be leaving a Wind Ranger alone and letting her farm accelerate, especially when they have such a good early game potential on the side of Quincy crew.
Yep, a little fighting going on the top lane. Nah, never mind. Looks like Axe also just adjusting his skill build well too. He went 2 points in Battle Hunger. I don't know if he's going to commit to a third. No, he doesn't. Goes for spin finally. But he needs to be able to lane okay against this ranged hero, and having some damage output is one way to do it.
Trading back and forth here. Nothing too wild here in the bottom lane for now. Like Leo Styles trying to just farm up over on the side. Ducks back into lane whenever he can. So pretty standard stuff otherwise.
Axe dying. Axe.
Yeah, SVG's looking like he might not be the one who survives this. Yeah, will they get the kill on the tree? They'll be able to collect a kill on Matthew. And will they be able to collect a kill on Frank is the question. Pretty fast with this wind run. Doesn't have the power shot just yet. Does have a shackle. Power shot's coming in. Okay, they'll go. Doesn't quite land. Frank barely surviving that.
Yep, he just needed to shoot it because it does the mini stun, basically. That would have guaranteed his power shot at most fully charged. Quinn gonna probably try for this here. It's not a bad time, but he's got regen, so might as well spend his mana to get low ground. Nothing too much lost there. And now jungling with regen, a good time for Storm. Javelin probably on the way for Wind Ranger. Yep, Javelin's here. So now he's basically guaranteed to do well in this lane. Don't think he quite a 6, but once he gets it, X can't lane anymore.
Leo style, maybe finding himself a kill here on SVG. Got plenty of these zips up.
Raindrop.
Needs maybe one more hit. Oh, the leech speed almost keeps him alive, and Leo style realizing he's got to leave, but maybe a little bit of miscalculation here. As Matthew's going to join right back in again. They've got MSS here. Leo style, I don't think he was in. This is the second time that MSS has shown up and ruined Leo style's fun.
Took some doing. That Javelin was damage output was pretty mediocre, I gotta say, but Storm's got a lot of HP. Definitely a little bit brazen to try to teleport there, but imagine if he doesn't TP actually and he just like balls to the high ground. I feel like he just gets out there, so I don't know, I gotta say mistakes from Storm. Did get trapped a bit with the Tiny, but
yeah, I was gonna say I think MSS has really been just on his butt the entire time, and it's paying off. He's gotten two kills now on him just because he's been hanging around this mid lane. Bit of a dive though over here on Matthew. He's gonna throw out the kinetic field.
That was really nice. So now they know there's a ward. That kinetic field is like way too good, right? To prevent the Tiny from running in. They instantly ping the cliff ward knowing that there's something there. So we'll get a D ward now. That'll make all of the Tiny dives a lot easier.
Zip in over onto SVG, the drag back again, but Quinn's here, and so is MJZ and Matthew, so they'll find that kill. Now they'll push back, using the cogs, trying to burn up some of the mana. In comes MNZ, decides he doesn't want to hit Quinn, he's gonna go and hit creeps. Quinn just farming up over here on the side. Just need to be a little bit careful. I'm not sure if they still have that glimpse back up, and they're not able to grab him anyways, so. Matthew, though, creeping over to the side. They still have the vision. There's a lot of damage coming out, but not quite enough as MSS joins back in again, and Quinn will survive. He's gonna trade off. Probably give his bottle over.
Yep, I mean, they put all that work into him, but all it did was cost him an extra fire remnant. Really not that big of a deal. And in the meantime, the Yawar was able to get a solo kill on Axe using another focus fire, so as expected. The pressure continues, though. Ooh, can't get the toss. Okay.
Yeah, he's got the toss right back. He's going to be super slow. In comes Quinn. Leo's now deciding. Oh, he does manage to get held up. And Frank comes forward. TP's over to the mid lane. Doesn't have that blink yet. But we'll go take a gamble on the runes. And it looks like over top. It's going to be, I believe that's an illusion rune.
What sort of prize is this?
MNZ queuing up his Manta style. Very important against things like Ember Spirit. Makes it too easy to slight chains.
He does have Thunder. So they use the wall to see if they can burst him down fast enough. He gets the Thunder off. In comes Matthew. Static Storm grabbing 3 of them. They can turn this back around again, but MNZ, he's ticking down so fast. He is going to get taken down. They take out Quinn. They take out Lelis. But now Leo Style zipping in. He's trying, right back on over to Matt Glimpse. Gets the kill on MSS.
A little bit issue there with the wall was that it made it really hard for MSS to do the toss follow-up. There's a lot of stuff in the range, and he ends up tossing the illusion, not the Terrorblade. If the wall doesn't come down there, or maybe if Lelis does a good job pulling it away from TB, they get the Avatos. TB dies without Thunder, and way less heroes on Quincy crew die. In fact, almost none of them would have. So kind of a big mistake there for that pressure, but Quincy crew still getting some kills makes it worth it.
Back up top, they've got the battery assault. They'll go hold Quinn underneath the tower, use the hook shot as well. Quinn taking a decent amount of damage here, but MNGC, he just doesn't have enough, so that slide will come out. Lelis will end up taking the tower, and Quinn's just gonna bottle up as he takes the top.
Yep, had to force it a little bit, but it works out nicely. Slide is just so valuable, and Flame Guard as well. Flame Guard blocks a huge amount of damage there, does a lot of damage, and he just has to trade a lot of his HP to secure that kill, and with Clock being dead, Lelis gets the last hit, and now he keeps going.
Yeah.
Give him a little slap on the butt.
Anyone there.
Yeah,
the sound of Ember Spirit's flaming swords always sounds like it's a snack more than anything else, honestly.
It's like a flaming tube of cardboard is the sound, I think.
I can see that. With paper or like a fan. Zip it, though. Go. Oh, again, though. Matthew pressing his buttons real nicely. Manages to go and save his mid. Quinn taking a decent amount of damage from the tower from the Static Storm, but they don't really have the follow-up. MJZ's here, though. Got those cogs. And the zip in right past them. Quinn says that's real cute, but it doesn't matter. He just stole the toss. The toss from MSS. And he is playing so good today.
It looked like he just like no-scoped him or something. It's like, oh, I know where he's gonna be, and tosses to the tree. But okay, Wind Ranger, good for something else. Throwing her at your enemies.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
I feel like she'd be so light. Like I feel like she's got avian bones. I don't know why. Probably because of the wind run.
I guess so. Yeah, something like that. She could have a Maelstrom right now, instead choosing to go for a fast BKB rush. BKB is like the item that solves Wind Ranger in almost all cases. Doesn't have to worry about any disables afterwards. And then she can just play whatever game she wants. But it's impressive seeing him rush it so quickly here.
And again, just finding this opening over here. They're going to drag back, though. They've got the Metamorphosis, though. MSS over on the back lines is getting focused down by Leo Style. They go and they drop the wall, though. MNZ taking so much damage. Just managed to get the Thunder off, but he's still just ticking down too much. Lelis gets himself a double kill.
I actually can't believe how fast he dies. Like, he gets a great Thunder off, and he's still instantly dead again. Flame Guard, Iron Shell, there's just a lot of magic damage, basically. That's cutting him down. And Terrorblade doesn't have a huge amount of HP right now. So if they're doing all this magic damage, and he's got 20 armor, it doesn't matter. He's only got 1,000 raw HP. That fight again, have a toss. It looked good for him.
The wall, though. The wall and the... Yeah, just fighting himself and then plus everything else.
Yeah.
Oof.
All that Iron Shell damage. very crucially as well, Matthew didn't have his ultimate ready. If he does in that fight, I think it goes pretty good for them. He could have caught the Ember Spirit and the Wind Ranger in his combo, but without having that, TB didn't get to play his game in that fight, unfortunately.
I don't know if I feel like we're about to see the same exact thing happen here again.
Yeah.
Daisy walking over there.
Controlling the tri-camps is a huge advantage because it just basically if they hold that spot, it's basically impossible for Thunder Predator to cross the map on that side of the map, and it's better for them to do that typically, so they restrict their ability to fight in this area by just always sitting on the high ground. Now they get to cut the creep waves in the mid and the bot lane. Yeah, their opponents can go push the other lane, but they don't care because that tower is effectively worthless. It's really not very valuable to have that offlane tier 1.
That's why
So
they're
now they're
going to
have to smoke through.
Play. They have the blink dagger. And Frank, I hear a hook shot. Like he was hoping maybe he could grab the TP out. But they'll find someone straggling. Oh gosh, the burst damage though from MSS. Quinn jumping right back in again. They've got SVG nearby, as is Lelis. We've got all the ultimates back up and running too. It's very scary for Thunder. Once that initiation didn't work, I think they just have to run at this point.
Structures are fortified.
So more pressure on the map. Ember Spirit's got his Eul's finished. That way he can protect himself against any silences, and also Eul's Axe if Axe grabs anybody good on his team. Now he's queuing up Deso, help transition his team's DPS. Be really effective this game. Definitely needs more carry potential than normal this game due to them having a Wind Ranger carry. One of the weaknesses is that you can kill one person really easily. Not that Shackles and Power Shot don't do a lot, but you can't just like continue going down the line to mow through the enemy team like a traditional carry can. So Ember's gonna have to do a bit more than normal in this match.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
I think he's got a lot of protection too coming out from the rest of his team, right? Eventually, you know, you get points in that living armor. You've got the ion shell if you decide to go for that talent with the extra ability for health, and then also, you know, Surge, being able to run away, plus one run and all that. Again, it doesn't work like it used to. You're not going to be going at mock speed, but it is going to make it so you can disengage if necessary. So yeah, got 7.5k over on the Wind Ranger, 7.3 on Darkseer, and Terrorblade's doing the best he can, but he's been having a rough time of it.
Yeah. He's doing okay considering the amount of times he's been pressured and died, so.
Oh,
the Eul's
boy.
setup.
Dragon. Go and use it. The jump in, though, coming out from Frank. Going and looking for the call. I managed to get this, though, as they managed to go and grab several of them to toss right back up, and it looks like it's going to be two for here. Double kill for Quinn. That gank not going the way they wanted. Oh, MNZ gets the sender off over onto Matthew, but he just doesn't look at this damage. You are just running in circles around him. He does finally manage to get taken down, but probably a little bit too close for comfort here for MNZ.
That was really sick. He felt protected with the BKB, but just a little bit too much raw damage.
Oh god. All right, Matthew's dead.
The revenge kill that nobody cares about on the Thunder Predator side. And that was the first BKB timing for Wind Ranger, but that was one of those circumstances where like his balance of spending gold on offense versus defense was a little bit too defensive favored there. If he has phase boots, maybe if he has a Maelstrom finish, he probably kills the Terrorblade there. So maybe it's like one example of maybe the BKB being a bit too quick. The raw javelin by itself is just not quite as good as it used to be. It used to do about 25 damage per hit on average with focus fire. It's just not the same as it used to be.
Well, go and find themselves a clockwork. They block the hook. Frank's gonna jump in. They'll be able to go and drop the static storm. Might be able to get the kill, but again, they do have this fuel, so the kinetic field wears off. He's just able to walk away. Lelis trying to get in position, manages to drag them both back. Drops the wall, but maybe needed a little bit more lockdown there. They just able to walk away. Do find a courier snipe though in the meanwhile.
Tower is under attack.
It's just really hard for Thunder Predator to defend against this pressure. They have so much mobility. They've got a lot of HP. Everyone's survivable on the Quincy crew side. And for them, their initiations are just harder to land. It's like Thunderstrike and the Glimpse setups. It's hook shots. It's Axe Blink calls. It just feels easier for Quincy crew to poke and prod. They can land Avatosses toss people back. They can do slight chains. They can do shackle shots. All of these things are a lot less costly in resources. If Axe blinks in, he's pretty committed. But it's just easier for Quincy to like play in the middle here. Look at that. That could have been an initiation, and it was like a very casual shackle shot, right? Throws it out, loses 100 mana. What's the big deal?
Oh dear. Goodbye, MJZ. He'll try to buy himself a little bit more time, though. Does have the hook shot if he wants to try to use it to run away, but the vacuum comes back out again. And they're just going to chase down MJZ over here. The rest of the team already leaving the triangle. They want nothing to do with this, and MSS will collect yet again. Not sure you stick around here, Thunder. This is, feels a little greedy.
They're just here for one more creep wave, that's all.
Just one more. All right, well, all right. MSZ says, yeah, I don't want to be here anymore.
They just want to prevent their opponents from pressuring the tier 1 tower base. Tiny looking for a catch here. He's going to slow down the push himself.
Oh, Quinn. He sees Leo style. There's going to be the TP zip away, though.
Okay. Axe going to cut one more, though. They just really just want to prevent them from doing anything in this area. You're going to be careful there. That's why he's moving where he didn't want to get hookshotted. He's kind of by himself at the moment. He's got BKB, but if he gets hookshotted, he might have to use it. He's also trying to finally catch up and farm here. Well, he's not that under-farmed, but outside of power shot, he's not farming very quick. MKB is definitely the right item to follow it up with. This is the best damage item for somebody like Wind Ranger. It does 75 magic damage on average per hit. So definitely will be valuable.
All right, Frank looking for this initiation follow-up with Leo style. Should be able to get a kill on this Tiny. Tries to go for the dunk, though. He's not going to be able to. They can turn this right back around again. MSS, he's still alive. He throws out the avalanche. Leo style just getting held into place. He'll go and use the Yule. And try to buy a little bit more time. Frank going in for the call. Looks like Leo style will make it out the toss-out over here with Lelis. And they'll let Quinn get the final hit. There's a smoke over on the side of Quincy, and maybe they're looking for another pick-off here.
They definitely want to fight with Tranquil Boots. He's almost full healed already. He's got Blink Dagger coming also. The mana pool is just high enough for Tiny to feel valuable here. But everyone's scared on Thunder Predator to push out. And in the meantime, they've got 2 cores pushing lanes, still getting farm, and still staying net worth relevant compared to where Terrorblade is.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Well, if they were paying attention to those illusions, they would have noticed that they did stumble a little bit, but that's a very specific movement that they'd have to be looking for. So Thunder just playing very scared, and I don't blame them. It's very difficult for them to do anything without MSS just avatossing everybody into Quinn and to Lelis and to everything else. So
MNZ is farming pretty good though. Just about has BKB finished, a couple more 100 gold. BKB not the perfect solution this game though. He's gonna have to use it in worries of Shackle Shot or Avatos, but ideally I guess he's got BKB and Manta though. He can protect against Overgrowth. I was thinking that playing around Overgrowth is kind of hard. Good
guy
catch.
from MSS, they toss right out here, and it's just the position 5 clockwork, but one less pesky clock to have to worry about. Good reveal the Blink Dagger too.
Yep. No hood just yet for Axe, so he's got to be a little bit careful when he initiates, but still, if they can grab some kills, it'll be great. Bloodstone's ready for Storm Spirit, queuing up BKB next. Orchid at this point wouldn't really be that valuable, except for, yeah, I guess it just isn't really valuable. When Ranger's got BKB, I believe Void has Yules already, or Ember Spirit, the other Spirit has.
The other Spirit, yeah. All right, well, that's a good initiation. They should be able to take down Quinn, and that'll open the doors for them a little bit. 45 seconds where he's not on the map, so maybe they can make something out of this.
Yeah, it's really solid follow-up there. Really good position by Tree, though.
He's a creeper.
If they do end up fighting, they're going to be able to jump Disruptor right away.
Yeah. Go for the blink forward though, and the zip in from Leo style dragging right back in. The hook shot comes through. They'll push back over onto Yuar. They need maybe one more hit. There's going to be the overgrowth though. Yuar still alive somehow during all of this vacuum wall combo. Just absolutely shredded Trank on the back lines. MNZ has to go for the Sunder. BKB getting popped over onto Yuar. They're going to try to TP out. Doesn't look like they're going to be able to stop him, but they'll be able to go grab up MJZ. And looks like they grabbed Matthew, Leo style, out of mana. Doesn't look like they have any way of grabbing him here, though.
They did a great job forcing Thunder Predator to overextend, basically. They hard commit to UR. UR is able to stay alive, pops BKB. And then crucially, not only did they land a great combo from SVG, they had Nature's Grasp and ulti on top of him, but also the back wall.
Oh, Minos, he doesn't have the Thunder up anymore. Got Leo Style here, but he doesn't care. Let's try to do a couple of hits back and forth. Quinn just slowly slapping his brother in the teeth. MSS joins in with the toss. Get that little bit of a... Oh, Leo Style, God. All right, I see you. I feel like
I can't believe he's alive.
wanted that very badly, but
I mean, I thought MSS had it for sure when he did the Avatos, but Quinn backed off pretty far, thinking like, oh, this is fine. I just want to make sure I don't mess up the toss because they needed the disable. But if like one more slap and that's a dead storm. But I really thought he was gone.
yeah, I wonder how how many hit points he landed on. He just immediately zipped out and started bottling. A dead MJZ. He's just trying to do his duty, trying to D-ward. Unfortunately, he is cannon fodder.
Just trying to get like one D-ward. That's the worst tower actually to D-ward, I gotta say, because it's like, you know there's a ward there all the time, but you're like, but if I go high ground, they're gonna see me coming like 5 seconds ahead, and then they're gonna kill me. Yeah, but at least he gets it, I guess.
All right, well, got the first roach to the game. It doesn't feel like Thunder Predator can do anything about this. Maybe they could have zipped in, but it's going down pretty fast now at this point. I don't think there's much health left. So, not going to be able to do anything. And most likely, what do you think? Quinn picking this up? Yeah, Quinn grabs up the Aegis. And they're ready to rock and roll.
They're definitely slow at rushing, that's for sure. Focus Fire ran out, for God's sake. That's how long it took to finish it up. But their heroes are really good at skirmishing, and they're so far ahead. And with the dead heroes there, easy for them to take Roche. Quinn is the hero that's a little bit vulnerable. We saw it in the last engagement. Axe Call with Disruptor and Storm jumping in. That's the best thing going for Thunder Predator. They can be a little bit spread out and still gank quite well, because Storm can always follow up the damage. And they have enough Disable that he can guarantee pretty big ball lightning damage. So Quincy has to stand together a little bit to make sure that they don't give them these easy setups. Leo's still going to put a Remnant down as well, the spot for TPs. And there's the MKB finish now for the Wind Ranger.
All right, Matthew's going to be the first to discover the toss up into the air. Just need maybe one more hit over at him, and they'll go glimpse stack MSS. He doesn't seem to care, though. There's not going to be any sort of static storm available this time around. Leo Style is just TPing away. And just like that, the engagement almost over. I think they might have saw MJZ. Yeah, they definitely see him now. Avalanche. He's got the battery assault, though. The toss right back up over to SVG. Get a punch off here. He's got the cogs going. We'll be able to slow him down with the Nature's Grab. The drag back here by Lelis. And one more hit should be able to do the trick. There it is.
Doing a great job hunting. 11 deaths now for Clockwork.
Oh, the Aegis gets popped, though.
Okay. Not bad. Oh, that's why he lived on Storm. He has another shawl. No wonder. At free 25% magic resistance. It's the only reason he survived in that last fight, I'm sure. When he got Avatos, it helps a lot. 25% magic resistance is insane. And also 8% spell lamp. It's actually a perfect item for Storm this game. There's really not that much raw physical damage, so he does not lose much by carrying that neutral.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
All right, well, the assault is back on now from Quincy crew. They're going to start pushing this tier 2. And you can see that Ember's trying to just cut some waves here. He's trying to do whatever he can to slow them down, because they know that Minos, he needs more time. He's not ready to face off with everything that Quincy crew is throwing at him. Courier? Oh, very close.
I don't know if he can kill couriers, but I think he might have been just looking for heroes.
Okay, all right. Quinn and you are both spot Leo style. Maybe staying just a little bit too long. He gets held into place, and that's a very dead Ember.
Yep, that's the negative for Storm here. Ember is just so good at locking him down. 3 seconds is an eternity for Storm Spirit. But they finally get the pressure back, the wards in their jungle, and lots of dewarding has really helped them out there. This is where Wind Ranger ends up being really scary, actually. And this is basically his value as a hero, is that you need to be able to solo kill people. You are a huge threat in that way.
Oh boy,
maybe
Frank.
They can interrupt this TP.
He's got the blink though. Gonna have to be MSS finding him at just the right spot. Yeah, he's out.
He used blink to get close in the first place, so he didn't have it ready. But yeah, if a Wind Ranger can get solo kills and doesn't have to worry as much about dying herself, then she can be a huge threat. So once she finishes Ags, she's gonna have massive mobility. And that'll give her the potential with MKB now to get solo kills for sure.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Repair kit is a nice item to be picked up on Thunder Predator, because Lord knows they're losing a lot of their buildings very quickly here.
Yeah. Wait, I don't think they're gonna lose any more buildings. Clearly.
No, yeah, clearly with that repair kit. Toss back MJZ battery assault. The glimpse back over on the side. I'm not sure that's necessarily the play here, but was trying. Matthew running away now. MJZ is going to get chipped down by Quinn. MSS on the hunt. He's searching. Does manage to find Matthew. Does he have the fall? Yeah, there it is. There's the toss up here. And he almost makes it out, but not going to be the case this time. Leo Style, though, is able to run away.
MSS knew exactly where he went. It's a good follow up there. And it's one of those moments where you got to get in their head and know exactly where they're juking to. Otherwise, they get out in those ganks. So pressure continues. More dead heroes, more map control, and more net worth advantage for Quincy Crew. And Terrorblade is still farming really fast. And he's still a bit of a scary hero, but they have a lot of disable and a lot of burst damage on the Quincy Crew side, which are perfect solutions against a hero like Terrorblade. If he uses Manta, if he uses BKB, Overgrowth hard counters him. If he doesn't get to use Manta because he's waiting for Overgrowth, he's just doing less damage in these moments. So could really limit his ability to do strong things.
I mean, we've seen, you know, right now, top of the net worth is, of course, the Terrorblade. And I've seen Terrorblades manage to take it into their own hands, but the game's got to go really late for that to happen. Because right now, all three of the cores over on the side of Quincy Crew are sitting very pretty, almost the top of the net worth, but they're all just right up front there. And the way that Quincy's been playing, especially, you know, with the Tiny has just been full on, foot on the gas pedal, high octane. Oh, Quinn's Courier does get taken out though. So that's one bright lining here.
Yep. That would have been nice having Orb of Destruction to lower armor even further. He's already got Deso, so it's an extra -4 armor. Very, very good neutral item, especially against those range heroes like Storm. Lowers movement speed. How can he get around without it?
Like watching MSS try to hit things on this Tiny, it's so slow.
Yeah. Definitely one of the tough things about Tiny support. But
Yep.
that's what you signed up for.
Meteor Hammer being used now by SVG. Put a lot of damage
really
over
smart,
on the
actually.
tower.
Because their cores are awful at hitting buildings. They don't really want to use focus fire for it, especially with an MKB. Your damage is not very big against towers. Now they shift top.
Been playing a little bit greedy here. Does have the Lincoln follow up plus the Greaves. He's just gonna zip on out. And oh, what? Look at that wall vacuum combo. It's beautiful, but the follow up coming out here from Matthews. He drops the static storm. It's not gonna be enough. MNZ falls. Frank now just getting chased down. Leo Style having to just he can't even zip away. Oh, never mind. They managed to go and throw back over onto MSS. He was so close to getting that.
So it was straightforward for them to win that fight. The vacuum wall into Overgrowth was perfect timing. BKB gets popped by Terrorblade, but Ywar was already in there. BKB up, focus fire going, just did enough damage. He ends up clearing up the Terrorblade and not giving him an option to Sunder. Maybe should have picked an illusion or something, but
maybe, but the pressure's on there. Going right for the next tier 3. They get a BKB pickup now over on the Storm, but again, they have so much damage here. I'm not sure it's gonna be enough. The Ags get picked up on Ywar. Gonna get sent out. Maybe they can snipe the Courier, perhaps? Maybe back.
that's not going to defend their Rex, though. But what will is this tier 2 tower on the bot lane and a glyph.
Oh, okay.
Unfortunately, there's
Ywar
so
just
many
wanted to get
creeps up
himself
there.
a candy kill.
What happened? Why are there so many creeps? I guess Clock must have pulled them from the mid wave to try to like slow this down. He's gonna hit him with eight volleys of rocket flare until they all died.
Feels very difficult to force Quincy out of your base right now. They know that they're definitely sitting pretty. They decide, all right, you know, we kind of like that tier 2 bottom. Or maybe we should just back off and wait for them to come to us. That seems like a good plan. Look at all these creeps. Oh my gosh.
Yep. Big push. So back to the bot lane they go. Should be able to siege the tier 2, no problem. They've got a large gold advantage at this point. Still 3 very farmed heroes. MSS 2. Trying to pick up a Shivas for him. Be very nice. Vision, that kind of thing.
TP over here to the outpost. MSS making his way over. He is still hanging out over here on the pit. Doesn't want to get grabbed up. The blink forward from MSS. There's the avalanche. Gonna need to toss back target to SVG. There's the shackle. Doesn't quite connect, but it doesn't matter. They have the damage. And it looks like they managed to find Leo style here too. Just gonna drag down to low ground, zips right past the rune. Gonna try to bottle through and get out as fast as possible.
It's about halfway to Ags. That could make things a little bit better, especially because they could do a electric vortex into Axe call. That's or even disrupt royalty is also really effective. But the downside is there's a lot of BKB, so it's got to be like pull into Axe call is one salvation. But that's even once he grabs the Axe. He's still 2,000 gold away, which is pretty far here. They go for a smoke out.
MNZ. That's scary because Quinn's invis. Yeah, look how fast they back off.
You think you'd be able to feel the heat on your face from the invis ring, but
you'd think. He's wearing a lot of armor though. Maybe he can penetrate all that stuff easily. The zip in though over here, just playing around a little bit. Oh, they both get shackled up though. Followed up with another beautiful shackle. But they'll drag them right back in again. Oh my god, it's beautiful. The wall back and combo, just like that. They take down 4 heroes on the side of Thunder Predator.
Oh,
and they're chasing them right back in again. Oh my goodness. Leo style, he's got the BKB, but he needs so much more than that. Zipping around, he's trying to do whatever he can to just slow them down, but this BKB just allows them to move around. It doesn't allow them to get kills. It doesn't allow them to push back, really.
Terrorblade trying to be the
indeed.
homie. Guys, the Thunder is ally, but they just get caught in everything. I didn't even see the Meteor Hammer coming, but it hit at the perfect timing here. And once again, the poke and prod of Quincy crew ends up being what's winning them fights. They do slight chains, and it's like the most obvious shackle that I've ever seen. Any 1K MMR Wind Ranger player can land that one, and it makes their fight so easy.
Jesus, Purge, have some mercy here.
I mean, it was perfect.
All right, last hurrah. Frank trying to get the drag over here on a couple of them. He's just taking too much damage. They vacuum Leo style right back out. They'll end up losing Frank. The buybacks are coming though. Terrorblade's gonna be up in a few seconds. Is it gonna be long enough though? Leo style drags everybody back in, and that's a lot of people in that static storm, but they still need to get out there. They need to put out the damage. They'll be able to go. They take down Lelis. That's one down. They'll find STG. Can they get any more though is the question. They've got that repair kit. It's doing a lot. Right back here again into the call. Should be able to go get the kill on Yawar, but their Ancient is just melting to these creeps.
They got it. All right. Good defense. Really good to
They're gonna go right back in though. Look at this. Look at the way Quinn and MSS are moving. They pop the Lincolns on Quinn. Goes Scepter, buys a little bit more time. There's the Avalanche toss though, like we talked about. Quinn using the Yules. He's stunned up. We'll get a couple of these lights up. Wants to kill over onto MJZ.
Oh, he's going
and he
for
just
it.
goes. He wants to finish on the Ancient. He's so close to doing it. The Thunder, the Lincoln's pop, and he sees, oh, Quinn, you're too greedy, my friend. As MSS will also fall. But look at the damage. This is ridiculous.
That was such a sick jump by Quinn. I did not anticipate that one, but Matthew also very quick with the glimpse back. It was like one more hit and the throne dies.
This is the most value repair kit I've ever seen.
It was actually so good. It bought them a lot of time, got everybody to respawn, and Quincy grew just a little bit too grouped is what ended up happening. I don't know if it was from an axe pull or what, but they all get caught, and eventually, basically Terrorblade finally got a chance to do the DPS that he's been waiting to do all game. And that's part of the issue so far with TP in this lineup, is that if you don't have a decent team fight and you don't have good lockdown, then TP cannot get to do his DPS. He finally gets an opportunity. They finally win a team fight, and they're gonna get Roche off of this. Perfect. I was like, taking Roche hero hunt. That's what I want.
Hero hunt, right here, right now.
All right, Drow Ranger,
okay,
clock,
all right,
jug.
Drow Ranger.
I'm less confident on this one. Nope, that's not one of the heroes.
I'm panicking.
I'm bad. I'm also panicking. Oh, I found Jug. Left, center, upper. If that makes sense.
That makes no sense, but okay, all right. I found Drow. She's next to Shadow Shaman and Huskar. And I need...
That doesn't help me in the slightest. But...
It's over in the right quadrant. Bottom right quadrant. Kind of in the middle-ish. Where's this?
Huskar. We found Huskar. Okay, Drow's right next to it. Okay.
Yeah, Drow's right next to it. No, that's Tinker. That's close, but not quite. Clockwork. I found him next to Death Prophet and Undying. Oh, get wrecked, Purge.
Observer found it first. I guess you got one.
How can you say that? Just maybe
Because
they
observer
moved
went out
over there,
first.
but I already had it in my eyesight.
I guess so. All right,
Uh-oh.
so
MNZ.
with
All right, he's
taking
back.
Roche and Aegis, I assume they put the Aegis on the Terrorblade. Maybe Storm, actually. Oh, wait, they haven't killed Roche yet. Whoops, got ahead of myself.
Not yet. Not yet.
They should be able to. I mean, they've got 40 seconds left on their other two heroes.
I don't know.
I mean, SVG can get close, but there's a sentry on the ground. He's
All
got the
right,
Iron Retreat,
Lelis,
so-
this is the time to prove that you deserve that Mercedes-Benz if you can
True.
interrupt this Roche. Let's see, SVG doing the best he can here. They'll drop that sentry. He's making his way
There's a
over.
ward.
Menzies sitting so loud. Oh, with that power shot.
Oh, they're scared.
They
Oh, they
got
want to
less
fight
light.
with
They're a little
with Sunder.
afraid.
I mean,
They're a little scared.
if they can get a catch, being able to Sunder one of these guys would be great. I think they were trying to Sunder the Wind Ranger back there is what happened. Or
That's
not
an
Sunder, sorry,
Ags.
glimpse and
Oh,
a
look,
Sunder.
they're... All right, the courier flying around, trying to get the vision, will get taken out. Lelis. All right, they don't manage to go and steal the Roche. So that's one thing going over very nicely here for the side of Thunder Predator. Do you have an... Oh, God. All right, yep, go home, deal with that. That seems important.
They do have Glyph as well on Thunder Predator, by the way, so that means Quincy can't just run in and get a kill.
Matthew. All right.
But they'll just kill somewhere else instead, and now they're just going to cross the map and force a fight in the enemy base. Disruptor will have buyback available. They've got Aegis on the Terrorblade. They're probably going to try to get one more pick off. When Disruptor buyback comes, we'll see Quincy most likely play a little bit careful. But if they can, what they want to do is kill probably Clockwork or catch Axe and initiate on him as well. They're going to run high ground. With the smoke, put a ward down. Look at the rocket. Looking for heroes.
Yep.
So they want to walk high ground,
They
put a
just
ward down,
don't
and
see
then jump
him.
in.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Quinn playing the bait right now. Sure, his finger is twitchy. Make sure that he can't get caught up. No disruptor though to worry about. MNZ, okay, they're gonna just initiate over here on the Terrorblade. Nice hook shot comes through. They get the Sunder off. They can just right back around again. They go to drop the wall vacuum, and they're go right back in, focusing over onto Frank. Be able to take him down. Zip forward though, coming out from Leo's side, just trying to get them to stop hitting the buildings. In fact, they even go. Their follow up with a nice meteor hammer. The drag back though over onto the side. They'll end up losing another hero. Matthew trying to get back into the base. And again, just this little cat and mouse dodging. They just want to try to get them to stop, and it doesn't matter. The Ancient, it belongs to Quincy Crew, and